So let us continue with the heading, that is synthesis of aromatic aldehydes. In this, the third reaction what we have to discuss is to obtain benzaldehyde by using chromic oxide. So here the reactant is again what? It is toluene. So when toluene is made to react with acetic anhydride, that is CH3CO twice O, when upon subjecting it to oxidation in the presence of chromic oxide or chromium 6 oxide by maintaining a temperature of 273 to 283 Kelvin, it forms an addition product, and this addition product can be represented as, check here, 2 oxygen atoms, CH3CO group is twice. Now here I can bifurcate it with 2 hydrogens and I can write it as CHOCOCH3. So this is COCH3 attached with oxygen. So that oxygen with COCH3 twice. So this is the addition product that has been obtained. Now a question arises, what has happened to these 2 hydrogen atoms? So these 2 hydrogen atoms has undergone oxidation to eliminate water molecule. When this addition product is subjected to acid hydrolysis, that is addition of water in the presence of H+, which upon heating it gives rise to a product called as benzaldehyde. So this is the third method by which an aromatic aldehyde, that is benzaldehyde, can be obtained when toluene is the reactant. And the fourth reaction, which is very much important, that is called as Getterman-Koch reaction. And this Getterman-Koch reaction is a named reaction. So concept tells that this Getterman-Koch reaction explains that benzene should be dissolved in ether medium or benzene in ether solvent, both are same. So when benzene is dissolved in ether medium or benzene in ether solvent, when it is made to react with carbon monoxide and HCl in the presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride, or copper chloride, it gives rise to benzaldehyde as the major product along with the removal of HCl. This particular reaction is called as Getterman-Koch reaction. So now a question arises, how this particular reaction takes place. So here there is an addition of what? CO plus HCl. The combination of CO plus HCl is because of this particular combination CO plus HCl, this reaction can also be called as formylation reaction. Now a question comes, why it is called as formylation reaction? So this is regarded as a formylation reaction because the formyl group, nothing but CHO group, is added to the benzene ring, or else this reaction can also be called as carboformylation reaction because the addition of carbon monoxide along with HCl leads to the formation of an aldehyde group to the benzene ring. Hence, Getterman-Koch reaction can also be called as formylation reaction or carboformylation reaction because benzene is added with carbon monoxide in the presence of HCl that gives rise to benzaldehyde as the major product in the presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride or copper chloride. So, after discussing all these reactions with reference to the synthesis of aromatic aldehydes, now let us discuss the preparation of an aromatic ketones. So, there is only one particular reaction for the preparation of an aromatic ketone, which is called as Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. So, now let us discuss the Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. So, now let us discuss with the preparation of aromatic ketones. That is preparation of aromatic ketones. So in this there is only one particular reaction that is called as Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. So Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. So in this Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction, we know that benzene is the major reactant and this benzene is made to react with acetyl chloride, that is CH3COCl, in the presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride, or it can also be a ferric chloride. So when this particular reaction takes place, so in this Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction, it is an electrophilic substitution reaction where the electrophile is what? CH3CO plus, and it ionizes as CH3CO plus and Cl minus, where the electrophile will bind to the carbon to form acetophenone, as the major product. So this acetophenone can also be called as 1-phenylethanone, where this 1-phenylethanone or acetophenone is a ketone. Along with this ketone, there is a formation of HCl as a byproduct. So this particular reaction can be studied in the preparation of an aromatic ketone, which is called as Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. So this is the only reaction by which an aromatic ketones can be prepared. So after studying this preparation of aromatic aldehydes and aromatic ketones, next we have to discuss with the chemical properties of aldehydes. Majorly in this chemical property, we have to discuss a reaction called as nucleophilic addition reaction. It means that whenever a nucleophile is added to either an aldehyde or a ketone, how the addition of nucleophile takes place and what is the mechanism related to this nucleophilic addition reaction. Let us discuss in detail now. So let us discuss with a concept called as nucleophilic addition reactions. So when we consider aliphatic aldehydes and aliphatic aldehydes as well as aliphatic ketones for nucleophilic addition reaction, the aliphatic ketones reactivity is very less than aliphatic aldehydes with reference to nucleophilic addition reaction, or else this can also be explained as aliphatic aldehydes are more reactive than aliphatic ketones towards nucleophilic addition reaction. This is majorly because when I consider an aliphatic ketones, so this is the general representation of an ketone. If I consider R and R dash as alkyl groups, both R and R dash donates electrons towards the carbonyl carbon. So when it donates electrons towards the carbonyl carbon, there is an influence of a positive inductive effect. So due to this positive inductive effect, the electron density on carbonyl carbon goes on increases, which simultaneously decreases the polarity of carbonyl group. Added to this, because of the bulkier nature of this alkyl groups, there exists a steric hindrance which plays a vital factor in decreasing the polarity of carbonyl carbon or carbonyl group. Because of these two particular reasons, aliphatic ketones are less reactive towards nucleophilic addition reaction as compared to aliphatic aldehydes. So by knowing these reasons, now let us discuss the mechanism of nucleophilic addition reaction and the two different steps that has been involved in this respective mechanism. The general mechanism for the addition of nucleophile. The general mechanism for the addition of nucleophile towards an aldehyde or a ketone takes place in two steps. So the first step can be explained as attack of nucleophile. The first step can be explained as attack of nucleophile towards carbonyl carbon. Carbonyl carbon to form an alkoxide ion. So how this particular reaction takes place? So let us consider the general representation. Either this can be an aldehyde or it can be a ketone. So when an nucleophile attacks to carbonyl carbon either of an aldehyde or a ketone, this nucleophile attacks to carbonyl carbon in a perpendicular direction such that the extra electron density, so when this nucleophile attacks to carbon, carbon becomes pentavalent, the extra electron density shifts on oxygen. This particular step is regarded as the slowest step, and this slowest step is considered as the rate determining step for the reaction, such that this can be represented as, so this is an R dash, so attack of nucleophile in a perpendicular direction, so that it has formed what type of an ion? An alkoxide ion, because oxygen is negatively charged. I can call this as an alkoxide ion. So this is the first step. Second step tells that the alkoxide ion is subjected to, so this is the alkoxide ion. Step 2 tells that the alkoxide ion is subjected to protonation such that it forms an corresponding compound, so that this can be explained as step 2. Step 2 can be explained as alkoxide ion is attacked by proton. Alkoxide ion is attacked by proton, that is H plus, to form a corresponding compound or to form a corresponding product. So that when I consider an alkoxide ion, this is R dash with a nucleophile. So when it is made to combine with proton, or when proton attacks to this alkoxide ion, this particular step is considered as a fast step, so that the product can be represented as R dash with a nucleophile along with OH. So this is the general mechanism that can be explained when a nucleophile attacks with either aldehyde or a ketone. So based upon this nucleophilic addition reaction, we have to discuss the addition of HCN to aldehyde as well as ketone, and the addition of sodium bisulfite, that is NaHSO3, to aldehydes as well, to aldehydes or ketones. So let us discuss these two additions of HCN and sodium bisulfite to aldehydes or ketones in detail.